Okay. Hey guys, Happy Splasher here. Good morning. It is 8/23/2021. Right now we're going to do some League, some Divine Arena, and some Pit. So let's get right into it. Hope you guys had a good high growth over the weekend. I was able to actually level some stuff up myself. I couldn't level up my Warlord, but we can now actually put in some new units into our squad. So yeah, let's do this. So we got 6 wins to get, and yeah, let's go. And I'm gonna skip this Warlord right off the bat. Okay, we got a low level pirate. Let's take a look at their skills. So they got damage pentagrams over here. They have shark summons, and then they have plus attack to melee units. You start with this unit that has extra attacks. Start with this unit over here. Wow, I can't even do math at 7 in the morning. Oh boy. All right, so they summon their damage pentagrams over there. Next turn we'll do our summon, and then we'll also summon our range unit on top of one of these extra attack runes. Okay, in this case, we will actually summon our, let's see, we'll summon our extra attack unit over here on the attack rune over here. Get some health back, have our melee unit, our extra summon deal damage at the end, and destroy this. All right, no problem. We'll summon our range unit over here on the extra attack rune. Get some health back off of our melee kill. Next turn, we'll summon either one of these range units behind here. Give it an attack boost. Also have some protection. In this case, we'll actually summon our range unit over here. We're summoning this one because it silences the melee units over here, so no more extra attacks and no more extra health for them. Next turn, we can set up for a board wipe by dealing damage to their units at the beginning, and then using our destruction skill. Alright, so they did their shark summons. At least one of them have missed. Actually, both of them have missed because of this unit skill here. Alright, we'll do our board wipe, and then we'll summon our range unit over here. Extra attack, attack, and there we go. So a little bit of a miscalculation in the beginning, but other than that, we were able to get the board back and then go from there. Facing an ogre here, got the silence, got the stones, and they got the heal. Got a pet over here that gives attack boost to their units. I'm gonna start with our melee unit over here. And the reason why is because we're going to attack this building to get rid of the metal shield and then also prevent them from getting metal shield to their allies. And next turn, we'll summon a ranged unit over here to deal some extra damage. Also gets a little bit of protection with our own unit. Okay, in this case, gotta deal with that. All right, we'll summon our ranged unit over here. And then we're going to summon our other ranged unit over here. So we'll set the health of this unit to 5. And then this damage skill here at the end will destroy that. Behind the building, rather. Next turn, we can summon any one of these range units. I think this is going to be fine. So we have damage there. Summon this unit over here to give this some protection. When a unit comes out into play, this unit will get mental shield over here. And then we'll be able to protect over here. We're also drawing out the silence. So if they do that, we can then summon our other units to deal damage. Okay, this is fine. We have damage over there. We're summoning our ranged unit over here to silence this unit so it doesn't have reborn. We're going to destroy this unit over here. And we actually don't mind losing this unit anyways, because then we'll be able to use our other skills. All right, so they did the silence, so that's good. We'll have damage over here, potentially be destroyed. It has a lot of health right now. All right, this is fine. So we'll have damage, damage, damage. Okay, we will play our miss unit actually to destroy the building as mentioned before. Next turn, we're going to be summoning our ranged unit over here to deal some extra damage and then also potentially mark these units for destruction. Alright, so this is fine. We'll have damage there. Just doing some math. 100, 200. It's going to be pretty close. And we'll do it anyways. Alright, so we'll summon our ranged unit over here, summoning on the extra attack rune so that it can deal its skill twice to deal damage to units. Okay, we're concerned about this unit because it gives negative attack to our order units whenever we attack. We don't want to trigger off their vampirism because then it will actually destroy the units in the line. Okay, we have damage over there. Okay, we'll do our destruction skill to get rid of this. We'll do our extra summons to actually have to get back the board. And let's see, we have damage over there, damage over there. Summon our ranged unit over here to set the health to 5, destroy that. Okay, and we're pretty low on health. They still have their stone skill here, which they end up doing. Okay, not a problem. So they summon a unit that deals damage to our units based upon the health of one of them. Extra combat over here, 94. Just doing some math, so about 200. Yeah, so should be enough to actually destroy this. Give them mental shield as well. Okay, but we are very vulnerable up on the top. We're probably going to be taking lethal damage right from these rows here. Okay, in this case, they summon a unit here with silence, plus health, and block. Summon our ranged unit here to silence this unit. And right now we're placing all our units on this row here so that we can avoid triggering off the stones to give health back to their warlord. Right, so in this case we have damage over there, so 200, 300. All right, so not enough to actually destroy anything, which is unfortunate. Maybe we'll summon this unit over here. Freeze the unit, but again we are facing lethal. Most likely we will be losing this one. Yep, and there you go. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna skip this one over here. Okay, yeah, we can face Jackal. So she has the same skills that we have. So we have the extra summon over here, the Archvampire, the kill all wounded skill, and then the summon extra witches. We'll start with our ranged unit over here. And the reason why is because we are going to give miss to another one of their units when they come into play. If there's another one on the field, and then also give an attack boost to our units. It will combo with our extra attack unit over here that we can summon along this row. Alright, so they summon their Archvampire over here. Damage scale at the end. Did not want to see that. Alright, so they have their unit here that when it comes into play, or another order unit comes into play, it will freeze our units and then also set the health to 1. It will combo with this unit here to then destroy units, which we don't need right now. So we'll do our own summon. Then we'll combo off on our own. So we'll set the health to 5, deal damage, and then destroy that as well. Next turn, we'll summon our extra attack unit to deal some extra damage, or we'll summon this unit here to destroy one of their units with extra damage. Very, very similar setups. All right, cool. All right, so we'll actually summon our own range unit, summon our Frost, set the health to 1, and then destroy that over there. Seems like a, pretty much mirror match in terms of battle here. So we got that over there, over there. Okay, we're gonna summon our melee unit over here. We're summoning this one because it gives extra attack runes when it comes to whenever attacks, and then it'll also give mental shield to one of our units whenever they attack. So in this case, we can keep this unit alive. And we also don't want to trigger off this unit's death skill because then it will deal damage to our units, and then that will actually help them mark our units for destruction here. So in this case, we're actually going to, let's see, we got damage over there. Damage. I gotta set this up in a way that actually doesn't ruin the skill order. All right, so we'll summon this unit on top over here. I know there's something. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll summon this here to silence the melee units. We did land on a death rune, which I couldn't see behind this unit's head. But we did silence this unit, so no more death triggers over here, and then no more extra attacks for this unit over here. All right, this is fine. We actually did clear out that spot, so that's good. We're going to summon this unit over here. Freeze another one of their units, mark some of their units for damage using the Grace of Rockfleet's damage skill over here. Next turn, we're going to do our destruction skill, and then we should have our extra summons ready for attack. So 150, 200. So if we take about another 300, we'll be toast. But I think we're going to be okay here. All right, well, let's do it. We'll do our destruction skill as mentioned. We'll do our extra summons. I know that they did summon another one of these here, so we will be taking some damage once it's destroyed. 200, 300. Pretty close. Can't silence off any of their other units over here. So we will summon our... Yeah, we'll summon our extra attack unit over here. So damage, so that's cool. Some extra attack boosts. I might have messed this up. Okay, so they still do have their extra summons over there. Yep. All right. Never mind. Oh boy. The the armadillo looking unit, that was the one that actually gives block to their warlord, so we actually missed lethal because of that. Okay, we can do a little better on this one here. So we got a low health ogre. They got a pet here that gives plus attack to their units. They got their own Yoster over here with the extra health to their units and then damage to our units. All right, we're going to try and set this up in such a way that we're actually going to deal, we'll actually protect our units. So we'll start with our, how much damage is it dealing? It is dealing 33. I think this should be good. All right, so we got our extra attack runes over there. Okay, they did mark some of our units for destruction. Actually, not for destruction, rather, but destroying our buildings, as you saw over there. I swear, I think everyone's going to be building the exact same deck at this point. All right, so we have that over there. We're going to do our summon. We're going to summon our unit over here to freeze one of their units. Also set the health of it into 1. Or health to 1 and then destroy over there. Next turn, we'll do our destruction skill because we need to get rid of this attacker over here. Oh boy. Wow. All that chaos damage. Okay, all right. We are getting kind of sloppy here. All right. Now, let us retool. Okay, much better matchup over here. All right, so we'll start with our range unit over here. Summoning over here in the second row so that we can actually give either a range unit or a melee unit an attack boost. Probably going to be summoning our extra attack unit over here on this particular row to actually get rid of this building in particular. All right, so we'll do actually our extra summon now, and then we're going to be summoning this unit here. Mark these units for destruction for next turn. And we are threatening lethal right now because of the attack boost given to this extra attack unit. Okay, in this case, they go for silence. So a little off, but that's okay. We will summon our range unit over here to actually silence this unit. So no more extra instant kill runes and no more death trigger over there. And this is fine. If they do end up silencing our units, which they end up doing, that's fine. We have a couple of extra attackers over here. We do have some removal as well. Okay. Okay, so we'll do our destruction skill to get rid of that. And then we'll just summon our range unit here. It should be good for lethal. Like 100, 200. Yeah, there we go. Cool. For those who are tuning in right now, we are currently doing some League. And then we should be doing Divine Arena very shortly. So we got 4 more over here. Okay, got a low health Jimmy. So let's take a look at their skills. So they have block runes over here. They got range unit summons with splash. And then setting the health of our units to 1. Okay, they start with this unit here that has immunity to silence plus attack. And then also death trigger. Going to summon our range unit actually over here. And the reason why is because we want to deal some damage to their warlord. Also set the health of this unit to 1. Next turn we can do our summon to actually destroy this, whether by combat or by its own skill. And the reason why we actually didn't do this, do our summon first turn is because if the summon actually lands over here, then we're actually going to miss on our skill. All right, so we'll do our summon. And then also we will summon our range unit over here. Comes into play. We'll silence the melee units. Okay, and we did the destroy at the end of the turn. The death trigger over here ended up destroying this building here. Next turn, if any one of our units are still alive with this unit, we'll be able to do a board wipe, which we will do now. We're also going to summon our range unit over here to give an attack boost to these units, and then also stop the Rocker Boy units from affecting our board. As you'll see right now, so they'll summon, the first one doesn't get missed, but once the second one comes into play, this one here gets missed. And then if they summon another unit, this unit will also get missed as well. Okay, so they summon their Yoster, silencing our melee units. Only this one is something to worry about. So we have damage over there, damage over there. Okay, we will send our, we'll summon our Blair here. Set the range units on their side to 5. Should be enough to destroy those. And we are threatening lethal on 3 lanes, so we should be good here regardless. Okay, they summon a group, but that's not going to matter. We're just going to skip the turn just to avoid, you know, some death triggers. This unit doesn't have a death trigger, but it's always better to be safe that way. All right, got 3 more. Okay, I faced Blair before. Should be all right. Okay, we will start with our... Yeah, actually, you know, we'll summon this range unit over here. We're summoning this unit because it deals the extra damage whenever it attacks. Get rid of their buildings. Allow us to attack quicker over here. And then give some protection behind the building over here as well. Next turn, we're going to be summoning our... We'll either summon our melee unit here, this Charon here, to give extra attack runes to our board, or we'll summon the Frost to help us get rid of some stuff. In this case, they summon the unit over here. It's unfortunate. We'll summon our Yoster behind the building to silence this unit so there's no more reborn. Next turn, depending upon what happens, we'll either summon another melee unit for protection in the line, or we'll summon a unit here for destroying some stuff. So let's see. Okay, in this case, we'll summon our extra attack unit. So we'll attack twice, destroy those, get some health back off of our Gleedy pet over here. Okay, they did do their silence, so that's good. Always want to trigger off their silence if we can. So that way we can not have to worry about playing around their skills. All right, so we have damage there, damage there. Yeah, we'll do our summon. Just get another unit on the board. We'll then summon our... Let's see, damage over there. We'll summon our Frost unit over here. Give it some health on the health rune. Setting the health to 1, and then using the skill here to destroy it at the end of the turn. Next turn, we'll either summon this unit here to give attack boost to our range units, or we'll summon this range unit here. But in this case, we have this unit here with transform. Damage over there, damage over there. This is fine. We'll summon our melee unit over here. Whenever one of our units attacks, it will deal extra damage to chaos units, or to a random chaos unit. We'll get those extra attack runes to help us get rid of these stones that are coming out, and then also give protection to some of our units as well. Sorry about that. Great. All right, so we are placing one of these. So whenever we attack them, we'll take damage to our warlord. We'll have damage over there. Trying to see what makes the most sense. So this unit also has accuracy as well, so it's not going to get miss. But what we can do, we can summon another one of these frosts over here. We'll actually freeze both of these units now because each one of these frost trigger. We are taking damage for every attack, so we probably shouldn't have summoned on the extra attack rune, but since we don't have anything to actually proc the damage on these stones, we need to just deal as much damage as we can and open it up. Okay, this is fine. We're going to do our destruction skill. We'll do our extra summons. And then we'll summon our ranged unit over here to set the health of these units to 5. We'll take some damage, but that's okay. As long as we set this health to 5, this unit also gives, whoops, where is it? This unit also gives pierce to our units before they attack, so it combos with our extra summons, so then we can actually get rid of this unit behind the building. Okay, next turn, we're probably going to be summoning this melee unit on one of these extra attack runes to give 2 attack boosts to our units. But in this case, they summon this York over here. When it came into play, it deals damage to our units, and then it gets an attack boost. So, kind of unfortunate, but yeah, what are you going to do? Okay, got over here, the silence, stones, and the heals. Got a pet over here that deals damage whenever a male unit kills on their side. Okay, this is not too bad. We'll start with our melee summon, and this is actually good. We'll be able to then do our range unit summon over here. Setting the health to 5, gives it pierce, and then allows it to destroy them behind the building. And we have a pretty good setup in our squad already, because we can then summon either one of these range units and then follow up with this melee unit here to give immunity to silence to our order units. So yeah, just got a lot of removal, and we do have pretty good options for the next couple of turns. All right, so in this case, they got this unit here with the extra puppets whenever they attack. Those puppets themselves will remove negative effects and reflect damage. We'll summon our unit over here to give this unit protection with a mental shield and then the flight for itself. And next turn, we can then set up for a board wipe with any one of these units still alive. We'll then summon our melee unit to then give them immunity from silence. So then we can play around their warlord as well. All right, so we mark them for destruction, which we did now. We'll summon our melee unit over here. Give these units an attack boost, the immunity from silence, and we're in pretty good shape right now. We still have removal, we still have the attack boost that we can get from this unit, and we can also get extra attacks for our units as well. Okay. Not a problem. So they got this unit here. This gives negative attack to our order units. We'll summon our range unit actually over here. You see they are getting lower attack for the turn. That's fine. We summon this unit so that we can set the health of this unit to 1. It's on a health rune right now, so it's actually getting an attack boost. So that is okay. We'll summon this unit here, which is not an order unit, next turn to destroy this here. Nice. All right, cool. In this case, yeah, we'll still do the same thing. We'll summon our non-order unit over there. Okay, and still just waiting. We can actually draw out their silence now because it's the only unit that they can end up silencing. Oh, they can silence this one too. Oh yeah, because it got summoned after this. That's okay. All right, we do the stones, so that's good. We'll do our range unit summon over here for next turn to deal extra damage to their buildings. And then also potentially give an attack boost to our units. So we have that over there, that over there. All right, so we'll summon our range unit over here. Attack, get some health back. Rock the skill, which is good. You see the extra attack boost given to our units. Okay, health boost over there. And next turn we should, yeah, we're threatening lethal on 2 of these lanes anyway, so. All right, so we have damage over there, melee units attack. We'll do our extra summons, because then they won't be affected by the skill over here. Summon our melee unit over here. All right, and we should be good, yep. All right. We got 2 more. Facing Usuk, or Usuk. All right, so we will start with our melee unit over here. Get some extra attack runes. Got the block runes over here. Got the range units with the splash. Also got those attack boosts over here. All right, so they got their block runes over here. Most likely they're going to be summoning units to destroy this. This is fine. We do want to get some sort of offensive ability over here. In this case, they summon a prince. All right, so this prince here gets these 2 extra summons over behind them, and then also whenever one of our units dies, they'll summon a unit in the first row over here. See what makes the most sense. We'll summon our range unit over here. We're summoning this unit here so that we can silence the extra summons that they'll get over here. Next turn, if they start to fill up their board, or actually if we wait until we draw out their rocket boys, we can then summon our scrap unit over here to deal a lot of damage in terms of attack steal. In this case, they do multiple attacks because of this unit here, extra attacks per order unit. So we have that over there. Let's see over there. I figure what I want to do here. So we have, oh, okay, we'll summon our extra attack unit on the extra attack rune. So damage, 1, 2, 3. Wow, I didn't even calculate that correctly. That was pretty bad. I forgot about the extra block runes, the landing on the block rune. So in this case, if they go damage, potentially lethal here. Okay, now it's definitely lethal. So damage 2, 3, 4. Oh, all right. I guess we're still alive, which is kind of weird, but all right. We'll summon our summons. We'll mark these units for destruction. We'll summon our unit on the extra attack rune. I totally forgot about the block runes. That was pretty bad. All right, so they got their summons over here. And of course, let's pretend we didn't see that. All right, yeah, we had that one in the bag, but we got too fancy with our play there. We should have just attacked and just wiped out the units instead. All right, so they got a pirate here. Got the damage pentagrams over here. Got the shark summons. Got this unit here that gets the puppets. Those puppets will be blocking our lanes over here. Okay, we'll summon our range unit over here. We're going to summon this unit because it will give miss to another one of their units. We're not too concerned about the puppets right now, but we're more concerned about this unit, which we will be able to get rid of in the next turn, assuming we do end up drawing Blair, which sets the health of the range units to 5. Otherwise, we'll summon this Yoster to actually set up for a board wipe next turn. Right, so we're taking a little bit of damage. This is fine. Do our summon. Summon our range unit over here. Give a little protection. Also silencing all those puppets, so no more extra, no more removal of negative effects. So we'll take some damage over here. Take some damage, but this is fine. All right, marked for damage. Do our board wipe. Then we'll continue on. We'll summon our melee unit over here to give these units an attack boost. Okay. They do have Toxin, which actually lowers their attack. That was from the melee summon that was over here. All right, so they did their sharks. Sharks give these units to 1 attack for the turn. Oops. This one here, yeah. and then counterattack over there as well. All right, so we got that over there. We'll summon our frost unit over here, freezing this unit, setting the health of it at the end of the turn to 1, and then destroying that using the skill over here. Next turn, we'll summon our range unit, or in this case, let's see here, we got damage over there. Okay, at this point, we can summon any order unit because of this particular setup. So in this case, we'll actually just summon this one over here. It'll freeze it at the end of the turn, and we'll freeze it as soon as it comes to play, end of turn, and destroy that over there. So that's actually what I like about this Warlord setup, because you can have this summon, have this unit, and then destroy basically any unit that comes into play. Okay, I got this unit here that freezes our range units for a turn whenever we attack it. We'll summon our melee unit over here. Just try and deal as much damage as we can. See, as you can see, the freezing over there. But we still get an attack boost to our units, so that's okay. Next turn, we'll summon a ranged unit over here to deal as much damage as we can, as mentioned before. So we have that damage, got that over there. Okay, we'll summon this over here. Okay, still dealing with that freezing of our range units, but at least then we were able to destroy this unit over here. Next turn, we'll have combat, unless this is somehow destroyed with its 611 health. We're getting health because of this unit here with the end of the turn female health boost. All right, so we have damage over there. That's going to miss. That's going to hit here. Still got to deal with it. We will still need to summon an order unit to actually get rid of that. So summon that for now. Okay, finally got rid of that unit that freezes our attackers. Then we got rid of this unit, and we are threatening lethal in pretty much every lane, so should be good. Just gotta wait it out. Okay, that is fine. We'll just skip the turn. Skip the turn. Whoops. So damage, damage, and there we go. Okay, claim our wind chest. Nope. And got one more. All right, I faced Zil before, should be an all right battle. All right, cool. So we have our Shaolin actually in our setup, so that's good. Let's see here. What's gonna make the most sense? We'll start with our we'll start with the Yoaster first. Reason why we're starting this one first because of the high health, also the flight skill that they have, so they'll get some extra protection. And then it'll allow us to start dealing some damage to their units at the beginning of the turn. In this case, it'll be the buildings and potentially whatever other unit comes into play. All right, this is fine. Let's see here. We'll do our summon. And this is actually okay. We'll summon our Frost over here to freeze this unit. Set the health of it to 1. Next turn, no matter what happens, we're going to be summoning our Shaolin to give these units immunity from silence so that we don't have to deal with their skill over here. All right, cool. So we'll do our destruction skill. We'll do our melee summon over here. As you can see, these units with the circle now have immunity from silence. If they do their silence now, it will only affect this unit, and we still have both the removal skill from here and then also the health boost from this unit and the extra damage here. Nice. Okay, so in this case, we're actually going to summon our ranged unit over here, deal some damage, use the skill to deal damage over here, give attack boost to some of these units. I thought that we go silence right now. This is such a good board to actually silence off. So let's see, you have damage over there, damage over there. Summon our ranged unit over here to give an attack boost to these units over here. And then now if they do the silence, these units here will not lose their attack boost. But in this case, we're actually threatening lethal in 2 lanes as well. Okay, they have their own unit that gives miss to our units. We're just going to skip the turn, so we're not going to trigger their miss skill. And there we go. Okay, so finally got done with League. We are now going to go to the Divine Arena. All right, cool. So we have a Spider Queen on the left, and then we have a Harbinger of Darkness on the right. We have on the flavor text, looks like we're going to be using female units. And then on the right side, we'll use male units. Sounds pretty straightforward. All right, let's go. All right, let's take a look at their skills. So for the Harbinger of Darkness, whenever, okay, so they can set the units of our side of the field attack to 1. They have this range unit summon that also decreases our attack, and then also plus attack to their range units. Let's see. We're going to start with our unit that has high health, so we'll summon this unit over here. And as a default, we usually just summon our units from the bottom row to the top, so that way we can avoid the skills from here. So let's see, they got this unit here, gives negative attack to our units to 1, also gives them attack boost. Okay. This unit here has poison, right? So that's cool. Let's see damage over there. Yeah, this is fine. We'll mark these units for poison first, and we'll actually summon this unit over here for some protection. This unit, whenever one of their units dies, will give evasion to our units, except flying units. So in this case, we'll have 2 forms of protection over here. Okay, they got this unit here that deals damage to our units at the end. That's fine. Do our destruction skill to get rid of these, and then we'll summon our, let's see, we have enough, yeah, we do have enough damage over here. We'll summon our extra attack unit over here. Give extra attack to one of our units, and then also this unit will get evasion because of the kill over here. All right, so they did their reduce attack skill, and they did their range summon over here. It sets 2 of our attacks to 1 for a turn. We can actually summon our flight unit over here to actually deal poison to destroy this here. So you can see the poison kills over there. Can't give evasion to this flying unit, which is unfortunate, but we were able to get rid of this line over here. Okay, so they got this unit that whenever it dies, it deals damage to units in this line. We're going to be summoning our melee unit over here to give this unit some protection because of its own evasion skill, and then it also gives an attack boost to our female units at the end of the turn. Okay, we got this unit here, freezes one of our units at the end of the turn. Summon our unit over here to give an attack boost or a health boost to our melee unit, and then also poison these units. Next turn, we can do our summons to go for some extra damage, or we can just hold off on there. We have damage over there, damage over there. This is fine. We'll summon our melee unit over here. It poisons the units in the line. In this case, we can actually get around this unit's skill to summon a tree at the end of turn to protect it. I'm gonna hold off on our summons because we're not actually going for lethal quite yet. All right, so we have that over there, that over there. 32. We can do our summons. We're doing our summons so that we can actually deal the extra damage needed to destroy that. 14 over there, 15, 16, so not quite enough to destroy that. We'll summon our flight unit here with a high health to prevent this unit from dealing damage to us. Okay, and their skill over here will give plus attack to range units, but they don't have any range units, so we're in pretty good shape. We are threatening lethal with these 2 units here. And if not, we'll summon one of our other units to deal damage. So in this case, we have damage over there, damage over there. We'll summon our extra attack unit. Okay. Okay, so it's not too bad. Again, we're threatening lethal on the same lines over here. Okay, and we're good. We're just gonna skip this to avoid the death trigger. And there you go. Okay, so that was the female side. And coincidentally, we got a female unit as a reward. Okay, let us do the male side. Okay, so the building placement should be the same on this side as well. Let's take a look at their skills. So they have the poison skill over here, kill all wounded units, and then summon the ranged summons. Let us see what makes most sense. We will start with our... We'll start with our ranged unit behind the building for now. And the reason why is because this ranged unit deals damage to units at the end of the turn. I was thinking about using this unit here, but this unit's skill to actually, as you see here, it will deal damage to units in the line. There's not really too much that we need to be worried about right now. So for now, we're actually going to summon this melee unit over here. Destroy that building, deal some damage. And we want to destroy their buildings first, so that way we can get the most out of this skill over here. Trying to destroy this unit right now that is actually has flight, and then also the poison skill if we summon over here. Alright, this is fine. We'll summon our... Yeah, we'll summon our male unit over here. They're all male units, I forgot. We're summoning this unit because it gives an attack boost to our male units at the end. Also give this unit some protection. We don't want to summon anything in these two lines quite yet because we don't want to take the extra damage. But in this case, now we'll set the attack of their units to 1 for turn. Summon our ranged unit over here. Get some more damage going on over here. Next turn we'll do our extra summon to actually get some more damage on the board. We can also summon our unit over here. It actually deals damage to one of their units. So yeah, let's see. Alright, so we'll have combat over there, combat over there. Summon our ranged unit as mentioned before. And we'll actually have to get rid of this unit over here. So we'll summon our melee unit to deal damage to a random unit. Okay, setting the health, or setting the attack of their units to 1 for a turn. And we're in pretty good shape. We are threatening lethal on this line here. And then we still have our units that are dealing damage and then also freezing units at the end. So that unit is destroyed because of the poison skill here. Combat, combat, combat. Well, actually, we'll summon our unit here to give this line protection so that when this unit dies, it will deal damage to these units here. And now we're threatening lethal on these 3 lanes, so should be all set. Okay, our death trigger over there. We're just going to skip the turn to avoid their death triggers if they have any, which they don't, but just doing it anyways, just be safe. And there you go. Are we going to get a male unit as a reward? No. Sad. All right, so that's cool. All right, so that was Divine Arena. We'll refresh in another day or so we'll check back in on that. Now, finally, we're going to do some hit. So let's get right into that. Let me just switch the Warlord, actually. Yeah, we're going to switch the Warlord back to Pirate. Reason why is because Pirate is a good default against most of their, most of the pit bosses, at least in the early stages. And so that's why we're doing that. So we equipped our pet. We have our Warlord. As you can see, pit is now starting. All right, and now we have this first boss over here. So let's take a look at their skills. So whenever a zombie dies, it will deal damage to our Warlord. On the 3rd turn, we'll summon 2 zombies on the field. And on the 7th turn, we'll transform our melee units, enemies being us, not them, into zombies. So it looks like we're going to take some extra damage whenever a zombie comes out in play and dies, for both on their side and then our side too. We want to avoid summoning melee units if we can, so that we can avoid them being transformed and then taking damage to us. All right, cool. Let's go. Okay, first things first, we'll start with our pentagram summons over here. They're in pretty good spots, especially with this one behind the building, so we can actually avoid this line altogether. We can focus on damage over here. And, you know, it's early stages, so we're going to start by just using our rares for now. Summon this over here. And we're summoning our rares in our lower rarity units because you can only use each one of your units once. If we summon our epic here with the high attack, or this unit over here with the, it has reborn and also bleeding damage, we're going to be going a little too hard on the boss. But that's fine. So as you can see here, they did land on a damage pentagram over here. Any skills gives extra attack to a unit, but there are no other units. We chose not to attack the building because we're actually blocking one of their lanes over here. So our setup is actually pretty good. So this is good. They're summoning they're summoning on our attack runes, so that's good. We're gonna summon our building just to get rid of this out of our inventory. We want to get rid of the lower rarity cards first. All right, so there you go. You got those zombies over here. We do have a couple of melee units, so they will be transformed in about 4 turns. As you see, every 3rd turn, the 2 zombies are coming out to block. All right, so damage over there. This is fine. We will summon our melee unit over here. So we did kill some zombies. And we did take some damage, but because of our melee kill with our pet is actually going to pretty much negate the damage that is happening to us. All right, so they summon this range unit over here. Nothing to worry about. Summon our range unit over here. And we're just spreading out the damage right now so that we can deal some more damage over time. All right, next turn, as you see here, the 2 more zombies will come out and play, and then in 2 more turns, our melee units will transform into zombies. All right, so summon this over here. Again, spreading out the damage. And looks like we are threatening lethal up on top over here, and this row over here. Yeah, I don't even think the skill is actually going to come in play. We're going to shuffle, see if we can get a range unit off of our summons. Shuffle again, and yeah, that's fine. We do have other range units, but again, we don't mind actually losing out here. So we'll show you what the 7th turn looks like with the transform. So we'll have combat, 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 combat here. Damage over there. As you see, the skill comes into play, and all of our melee units transform into zombies, which is no good. But they're at 6 health, so that is fine. We used our shuffles. We'll just summon our common unit over here. And there you go. That was Necrozar? Not sure how you pronounce that. All right, so as you can see, the zombie thing is going to be a little bit of an issue, but other than that, nothing too crazy there. All right, so that's cool. Nice. All right, cool. Got some more of that. Okay, so now we're on Enora, Goddess of Purity. Let's take a look at their skills. All right, so whenever heal triggers on their side, it will deal damage to one of our units. On the 3rd turn, it will summon a first aid tent, 2 of them. And then on the 7th turn, we'll deal damage to our warlord for every... It's supposed to be first aid tent. These are the exact same things. I don't know why they still have this here, but all right. So it looks like we're going to have to destroy their first aid tents on the 3rd or 4th turn to avoid taking the heal damage, or they're triggering their heal so that we take our damage. And yeah, we're going to take some damage to our warlord. All right, let's get right into it. First aid tent. Okay, so we'll start with our damage pentagrams over here. As again, pretty evenly balanced, so that's good. No buildings, even better. We'll summon our ranged unit behind this building actually over here. And the reason why is because this building here gives block to our units. And if we actually summon behind here, it will force them to deal damage to this building, which we actually don't want right now. Okay, so they got this unit here, got the extra summons over here. Also has 4 ranged unit attacks on our side, will heal themselves. Not too much to worry about. Let's see here. We got this. This is fine. We'll summon our ranged unit here, just destroy this. Deal some damage. That's cool. Next turn, they'll be summoning the first aid tents, which we can check out once they come into play. Okay, they summoned on our damage runes over here. We'll summon our building to give this unit protection. And we're summoning it over here so that we can still summon a melee unit to actually block for this building. Didn't even see them come up for sure. Oh boy. All right. So we'll have to focus on seeing what those first aid tents do. All right. So once again, they're summoning on our damage runes, which is why I like summoning the pirate very early. All right. So we're spreading out the damage. At this point now, we don't mind losing this building because we already have this building here with the extra attack boost and then also the high health. Okay, so that'll be destroyed by the damage pentagram, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll summon our unit over here with the high health. Normally I would spread out the damage, but in this case we do want to protect this unit with the decent attack, so that's why we summon this over here. Alright, so this will be destroyed by combat. Alright, next turn we'll see the tents come out again, so that's cool. We'll summon our common unit over here, spreading out the damage. Alright, cool. This time it didn't land. So the first aid tents, at the beginning of the turn, it will heal their units for some health. So as long as we destroy these tents, and as long as they don't have any other units to heal, we should be good. Alright, so we'll have combat destroy that. We'll have combat to destroy this. We can actually just summon our range unit here to destroy the tents. Right, so next turn we'll see quote-unquote damage occur, but since there are no tents on the field, we won't take any damage for each first aid tent. And we are currently threatening lethal on 2 of these lanes over here. We'll have combat over here, 100, 200, 290. 310. Yeah, we have lethal right now, so I just want to shuffle and see if we can get rid of some trashier units. This one's, yeah, it's okay. This one, however, is pretty bad. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get rid of this one here. All right, so we'll have combat and should have lethal just from a quick math. Nice. All right, cool. Okay, so that was Anora, Goddess of Purity. Wasn't too bad. The first A10s aren't really too much of an issue. And as long as you don't go through that second rotation of when the last skill triggers, you should be fine. All right, cool. All right, so those were the first 2 pit bosses for today. The next pit bosses will be available in, well, 22 hours, which is tomorrow. We can take a look at their next 2 that are coming up. So this is Magma Opius. All right, so whenever attack steal triggers on their side, meaning that if they steal attack from your units, it will give plus health to their units. On the 3rd turn, it will give negative attack to our units for 1 turn. And then on the 6th turn, it will kill our units with 0 attack. So because of this, we want to make sure that we have high attack units so that we can avoid the trigger here to give negative attack and then have our units die. Okay, and then we also have this one over here. We have Thorn the Wise, so let's check them out. Alright, so on the 3rd turn, we'll deal damage to all of our units except nature units. On the 4th turn, it will deal damage to our units except order units. And then on the 5th turn, it will deal damage to all of our units except chaos units. So just a quick way to remember it. So NOC, nature, order, chaos. And so the idea is that before the turn which the damage is going to occur, you want to summon the unit that is on the one that they want. So in other words, before the 3rd turn, summon a nature unit. Before the 4th turn, summon an order unit. And then on the 5th turn, summon a chaos unit. And so, yeah, that's pretty much that. All right, cool. So, yeah, let's just do a quick recap of today's stream. So we did some League. Took a little bit because of some miscalculations. I also only got an hour of sleep, too. So, so we got that going. We did the Divine Arena, females and males. Pretty evenly balanced. This one... it's probably a little easier just because of the Warlord skill with the poison, but this one here, the male side, has a lot of removal, so should be pretty quick battles. And then we also did some pit. The first 2 bosses, let's see here, the first 2 bosses, the Necrostar wasn't too bad with the zombies, and then the Anora Goddess of Purity wasn't too bad with the first aid tents. As I said before, if you start with Pirate for some of these early bosses, you'll do pretty good. As you saw, the units kept on being summoned on our damage pentagrams. So yeah, for tomorrow's stream, we'll have some more pit and we'll do some more League. And yeah, that'll be that. So thanks guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or concern, leave a message on Twitch, Discord, or YouTube. The content and streaming schedule is right up there in the white box, so check it out there. Please like and follow on Twitch for the live stream, and like and subscribe on YouTube for more videos. We're gonna have some more pit coverage. We're gonna do some more Divine Arena later in the week. We're also gonna be covering the World event, which should be happening this Friday. So check it out. So thank you. I appreciate every one of you guys tuning in. And